Hi, I'm Alyssa Garnham, founder of the Creative Light Academy, and I'm here to share with you tips, advice, and wisdom on how to start and grow your creative business. Are you juggling your creative business in between your 9 to 5, kids, family, life commitments, and everything in between? Yes, it can be such a struggle in the beginning when you're starting out, or even if you're halfway through, you've been growing a business a while and you just find yourself always putting it on the back burner because all those other things in life just seem to get put in front and get prioritized. It can be such a struggle. You're really trying to get it off the ground. Maybe you want to make it your full-time thing, and trying to find that time and energy is really tough. So I'm going to talk about how you can make it more of a priority, really spend some time and energy focusing on it, and how to manage your craft business alongside everything else that you've got going on. The first thing I'd mention is, do you find yourself saying either to yourself or to the people around you, I'm just so busy, I have no time, I don't have enough time in the day, I've got so much on my plate? If you find yourself saying those things, then you're kind of setting the precedent for how you feel about everything and how you feel about what's going on in your life. If you try and flip the script and try and come up with new ways of saying those things, so for example, I've got a really full life, I've got lots of passions, I've got a full and happy life, just kind of changing it a bit so it's not talking about how busy you are and how limited your time is. Although that might feel like that's the case, if you just change your point of view on how you feel about it, that can make a huge difference. I hear a lot of people talk about they dream of having a side business, or maybe they want to start a blog, and they talk about how it's their dream and they would love to do it, and then they tell me their excuse. Maybe they have a 9 to 5, or they have too much going on, and I totally understand that, and they think that it's going to be too hard before they've even begun, and by thinking that that's the case, then they're never going to start. And actually, if you try and give it a go, you might find that those steps, if you break it down, it is actually manageable. So assuming that something's going to be too tough to juggle before you've even taken that first step is pretty naive. So I would say take that first step and break it down so that it is in more manageable chunks, so that you're not trying to think of the whole picture of how you're going to juggle your 9 to 5 or your other commitments alongside a craft business. When you put it like that, it sounds like a mountain. So break it down until it's a molehill. Do you find your creative business gets pushed to the back burner? All your other life commitments take priority, and you get to the end of the week, the end of the month, and you think, where has all that time gone? I haven't spent any time on my business. And the reason for that is because you haven't scheduled it in and you've let everything else come first. But if you schedule some time into your diary, as often as you can, ideally every week, or if not every fortnight, and set some time that you are going to dedicate to your business. So say, for example, Wednesdays 7 till 9 p.m. you're going to work on your business, and you've scheduled it in, and it's in the diary. And if anyone asks you to do anything else, you say, sorry, I'm busy, I'm working, I've got some commitment during that time already. And if you dedicate that time and schedule it in and treat it like a real commitment, then you're going to see that those steps that you're taking are going to build up, and you're going to start to see real progress in your business. Something else which might help is to set a deadline. Now, it kind of depends where you're coming from. Sometimes it can be a bit daunting to set a deadline, but I find that it really helps you push you forward, because if you've got that goal to aim for, that deadline, then it's going to make you really work harder, and it's going to mean that in those time slots that you've allocated, you know exactly what you need to get done to meet that deadline, and it's going to really pay off. Now, what I will say is that sometimes it can feel like you're making these steps and you're not really getting anywhere. But I assure you, if you are scheduling in that time and you are taking the steps, however small they might feel, they are steps in the right direction, that you are going to get traction in your business and that you are going to push forwards. It is possible to juggle the craft business alongside your life commitments. You just need to make it a priority and to schedule it in so that you have got the time allocated to make your business work. If you're looking to start a creative business or you want to grow the one you have already, then be sure to sign up to the link below in the comments, because I have got something really exciting coming your way which I think you're going to love. And in the meantime, be sure to hit subscribe so you can get notified when I next do a video.